gentlemen, you're watching GEEKCASTER, everything geek culture and content. Change it up on y'all right there. How you guys doing? This is Michael, and today we've got in the virtual studio
Corey Davis,
Sailor Leone.
Oh, I got it. That's interesting, because there's like a 30-second delay. So this is interesting because today we're not only live, we're going to allow people to be a part of the show and make this a thing. So anyone that misses this, next time around, you could ask us questions. You could be a part of the conversation. And if you guys want to hit anybody up or anything like that while we're doing the show, we can do that. We have the technology. Okay, so we spoke about a couple different things in between. One of the things was the new show Upload. Upload is a futuristic sci-fi. Could you say? Would you say sci-fi fantasy or just sci-fi?
I would say just sci-fi.
Just sci-fi. And anyway, it's where people in the future, before they pass away, if they're lucky enough to know they're about to go from a disease or some sort of tragic emergency, they're able to upload their consciousness. In the show, they actually literally upload from your neck and your head, and they're able to rebuild your body and your life in this heaven, this virtual heaven, where your family, friends can interact with you and you just live the rest of your life in this computer system. Crazy because people are actually kind of working on that. So before I go into the thing, what do you guys think of Upload?
Ladies first.
Well, I actually still haven't watched it, but I wanted to ask you your specific differences between Upload and Black Mirror episode based on similar concept. Because I have a lot of thoughts on that, and how technology is building, and honestly, it's gonna be hard to stop that whole consciousness stream.
Right.
Get into a certain year.
Well, yeah. The thing about it is Black Mirror did it so many different types of ways.
Mm-hmm.
They did the whole afterlife. They weren't necessarily.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So now, with this show Upload and how they actually upload it into Lakeview, which is the heaven utopia that they have sent you to in the afterlife, versus where there were a lot of different themes and time themes and places you can go in Black Mirror. There are a lot of big differences. Without giving too many spoilers away from Upload, I personally found Upload to be a little cheesy and not really well done like Black Mirror. And when you watch it, you can kind of see with the graphics how this is Amazon Prime, so I expected a little bit from the graphic side, because Black Mirror did do a lot with their graphics, and they did not do it in Upload. So that was a little disappointing. That's my take on the big differences, because Upload really does concentrate on that one theme, whereas there's many different things in Black Mirror that you can explore.
Right. I could see that.
Okay, so it's easy. And the graphics are a little...
There's a comedy aspect to it, too. It's definitely making fun of pop culture. I did like the new TV. I mean, not the TV. I guess you could say the cell phone. It was a cell phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you kind of make your hand.
Yeah, the hand. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm hoping they actually do that one. I'm hoping they do that. That would be fun, especially on the train scenes. Yeah, because this is a dramedy kind of thing, a sci-fi dramedy, while Black Mirror is definitely, it's all drama, and with Black Mirror, they're constantly hitting home where technology ruins things. Technology goes too far. Here's a lesson to be learned. While this is not trying to give you a lesson, at least not yet in this series, it's more so, just watch this, enjoy this. But you didn't like it.
I'm very surprised.
Oops. Cutting out there. All right, say it again, Corey.
There are.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you go? You were just here, actually. Season 1, there are.
There's
10
season already.
10 episodes in season 1.
Okay.
More than one season already?
It looks like season 2. Let me just double check to be sure.
Okay.
Because I see. Nope, season 1 only.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, Michael, you watched season 2 yet? Cause
type in the search bar, upload 2 comes up. I'm like, oh, there's season 2?
No, not yet. Not yet. Yeah.
What were some of your favorite themes in it?
You want me to go first, or you want to take this, Michael?
I'll let you go first.
The themes.
Mm-hmm.
There is a theme, but it's kind of a spoiler, so I'm not going to go into it that much. I just feel like it's not a well put together show. It's nicely written to the point of keeping you interested, but not well done like Black Mirror. When they show you, okay, this is technology and this is where you go, and they go further down the road than Upload, because Upload gives you bits and pieces like, oh, this is technology, this is what we have here, and there's a lot more going on, so they're not really focused. They're trying to give you a broad than telling a story.
It's like story based.
I think one of the challenges, they really want you to care about the characters, and you could see maybe episode 4, you're like, okay, maybe I should care. Because earlier on, you're like, okay, when should I care? Where should I care? Okay, I'm just kind of riding with it. Like you said, it does hokey and this and that. But when they start getting into the drama, then it's like, oh, okay, there's more here. I kind of figured out from moment 1, and then they left it alone. And you're shaking your head too. Again, I don't want to give any spoilers, but you'll see certain things happen where you're like, huh? And then later on, you're like, okay.
Yeah, episode 1, episode 3 is what you're talking about as far as moving the story on. But I'm 3 episodes in. I really don't care about the characters. Not that interesting.
See? And I said episode 4, right? So there you go.
What's going on?
Right.
Once I get the, I'll let you know.
Black Mirror does a really good job in their short form where you jump in really quick, but because you know it's short, they have to move things along quickly, and I think that's the advantage of Black Mirror, and that's why people like it. But when you get a great episode, oh my goodness, it's over. That's it. You're done.
I mean, that's great for Black Mirror because they do tell a story. They have an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, usually 40 to 50 minutes to tell a great story. This Upload episodes, it's about 24, 25 minutes. It's very, very quick. And I'm already at episode 3. I mean, I get the story. I get the difference between when they show you reality and when they show you Lakeview, which is where the afterworld Upload takes place.
Right.
It's distinct places. I like the gimmicks of it, but it seems overly gimmicky to the point of past cheesiness.
Gotcha.
For someone like me who likes sci-fi fantasy and is invested in that type of stuff, it seems not well made or thought out like any episode of Black Mirror.
So remember 1 or 2 shows ago where there was, I think it's Detention, Superhero Detention or Super Detention? that I mentioned.
Attention. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a perfect example where it's cheesy and you either gotta let that go or you're just gonna not enjoy the rest of it. Um,
Right.
Now, the closest thing to Black Mirror, even though that theme did come up a lot, was a episode where a woman was madly in love and great relationship. The guy passes away, and then she orders a robot that they basically take clips from online, different things that he says, and they reproduce his voice. And I have that picture up right now. That was great.
Hmm.
That was a great thing. Again, I could see people doing this. I could totally see people doing this, and the technology is actually kind of here to do almost exactly what they've done. I mean, they could always make like like almost like the sex dolls that talk and interact. They
Wow.
can do that now, and if you add the talent of the people from like Madame Tussauds to recreate the person, um, but do you feel that this will change people's, I would say, respect for people passing away? But do you think it's a way people won't look at death the same if they move forward further with this type of technology?
I feel like it doesn't allow people to let go and grieve and let go of that pain.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it kind of like hinders them a little bit.
Mm.
I understand wanting to like see your person again and everything, but
Right.
I-
Right.
I think it's just another. I'm going to say religion because if you believe in like Christianity and God, there's heaven and hell. If you
Right.
believe in like Buddhism, there's reincarnation. And frankly speaking, there are just some people who just don't want to die. And so this is kind of like their method of staying alive if they have consciousness.
Interesting.
And they did touch on that in Upload, which was a nice touch. That it gives you a nice little breadcrumbs to stay interested. So I did like that part of it.
I did like that too with the father, right? Her father, when he
Yeah.
talks about being with the mother and how this is not natural, it's not normal, and if I do this, I will never get to that natural step, and what
Right.
I believe is going to happen. Like if I go this route, I will never see your mother again. Even though if I go this route, I will see my daughter again. So, yeah. It becomes an ethical thing. There's actually a couple. They're considered to be two of the most intelligent women in the world. They have a relationship together. They're together, and they're making a robot in the consciousness or the digital. They call it the digital consciousness of one of the women, saying that they'll make the robot look like one of them, but encompass the personality of both of them. But it's like, and it talks back. It whatever they put into it, it basically talks back and communicates, to people. The only thing is, again, it's not allowing people to let go. And could you really put the consciousness of someone in a robot? Is that
I
possible?
think they actually did a study on how much data the human brain holds, and they said that today our modern computers cannot hold it. That's why they're coming up with quantum computers. They're
Gotcha.
theorizing that quantum computers would one day potentially have the capacity to hold as much data as our human brains, but they're
Wow.
nowhere near that technology of uploading a consciousness into a computer. It's close. They're really close with quantum computers and physics, quantum physics, that
Right.
they would have technology within like 10 to 15 years. But I don't think it's going to be anytime soon.
But what if they can do that? Like, what if that
If
does
they,
happen? Like, I mean, they're still working on what you call it, like computers that, and even like the computers within robots, right? So really complex robots that you can control with your mind, allegedly. Like you could actually control a robot with your mind. That's how complex they're making it. And then also, of course, we want that. Hey, I could send a text by blinking. I could, facial stuff and different parts of your brain. But imagine if you can control a robot, and then you add it to some of the stuff in this story. Will anyone let go? I mean, I could send to you, say to Leone, I could send my robot to you and hang out with you and have fun, just through my mind. You know what I mean? That's kind of crazy, you know?
I punch
I'll
robot.
watch iRobot.
you say it again?
I'll watch Ex Machina.
What'd you say?
You watch iRobot.
Yes.
Ex Machina.
Right.
Robots will turn, and Sophia is already what is her name? I think it's her name, Sophia, the digital AI robot that has already planned to take over humankind, and they're like,
Right.
oh no, we gotta shut
that down. Like, what's happening? That's crazy. That's crazy. We are not far. We are not far from those things.
We already have issues cloning animals. There's a huge activism and rights and ethical problems with cloning animals. So we're gonna put a human consciousness into a robot? No way. I don't think
it be their consciousness, or would it just be like a second version of them?
Exactly.
Right,
no one
right.
really knows.
But that's the thing. Because oh man, what was that actor? The actor that played. Is it the actor that was? Yes, he was. Ant-Man.
Oh, Paul Rudd.
And he did a show where they actually were supposed to upgrade his body, but they cheated. They weren't upgrading people's bodies. What they were doing was cloning them and then killing the original. Did you see that?
No.
It was amazing. He did an amazing job. Let me see if I could IMG that. Okay, keep talking. Let me do some research here. Let me look over here.
That's going to be funny.
Yes.
I mean, what part of 3 laws is that going to be?
What part of what?
The 3 laws from iRobot is that going to be? It's going to break all of them, I think.
I think so. Hold on. Let's see. Paul Rudd. Yes, here it is. I love you, man. So it's I love you, comma, man.
Huh.
Did I watch that? I remember.
Wait, is it this one? Wait a minute. Wait. Am I getting the right one? No, I don't think that's that one. Hold on a second. Oh, yes. Living with. I think it's living with. Hold on. A man struggling in life and undergoes a new treatment to become a better person, only to find out that he was replaced. Yeah. But by himself. Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Living with Yourself.
Oh.
Came out in 2019. Great. First of all, he did a great job. If you ever question if he could act before, this one shuts that down. Shuts it down.
I think he's an actor. I don't know why people don't like him so much.
Yeah, he's great. So,
it's like, what's his name? Star-Lord.
Oh, Chris Pratt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, has he been in too much sci-fi besides Marvel? I don't think so.
I don't know, is that you don't really take those two seriously. And the other one that was in Ted.
Oh.
Mark Wahlberg.
That's funny. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of crazy to wake up one day and be like, by the way, he woke up in a grave, his own grave. You got to see it. Living with Yourself is worth the watch. It's worth the watch.
But dang, don't make me pay for you to kill me and replace me.
Well, they didn't think that was happening.
Whack.
Right. And I'm
You
not going to give
made
away too
me
much,
pay
but I'm sure
for
that
y'all to kill me and replace me.
and he paid them to do it. It's like, oh, I want to wake. It's almost like I want to be hypnotized, and when I wake up, you're gonna make me a better person. Well, what had happened was, it's really great. And the crazy thing is, there's someone. Not, I'm not giving away too many things because there's so much there. But imagine one day being like, oh, wait a minute, I'm not really me. Oh no, you're a copy of you, but the real you is dead somewhere in a grave somewhere. Like, think,
So
thinking
either
that
way, you're now.
because you have all the memories, because you're a copy up until that point. So you have all the memories. Oh, excuse me, all the memories up until the point that you were a copy. So you think you're you.
And then you wake up the next day being like, yeah, guys, I woke up and I'm a better me now. And da da da.
Exactly.
All those people ain't even real people.
Yeah. So that's it. Even the show that Black Panther, not Black Panther, sorry, Black Lightning, which we do need to do a show on that because no one's talking about it. Is it that many people signed on? But anyway, I digress. I'm giving it another try, and I jumped back into, I think it's season 3, and there's a part of it where they put a chip in a guy's brain, and they're like, well, we don't know if the chip is going to work. Well, we're going to have him kill his mom. And he's like, well, but that if anything could go wrong, or anything could go wrong in his head, that would do it. Then the guy was like, that's the whole point. If he could do that, then we know we have full control over him. But I'm like, wow, what if you could put just a chip in someone's brain and just, because our bodies are machines, right? So as long as you can control the brain, you control the body. Look at Sailor, look at your face like,
I'm like,
are you looking guilty? There's a couple people you want to control? What's happening?
That's just a new way of slavery. Man trying to keep you down, yo.
That's crazy.
The man, don't let that chip go in your head. You know what it is.
You know
I'm
what
just
it
kidding.
is.
You know how people like that are conspiracy theorists? They're like, man, that chip that's gonna be in your arm. It's gonna.
And it's not. It's gonna be in your toe, and it's gonna connect to your cell phone. Watch, bang.
They made a movie about
5G, all you coronaviruses. Yeah. It's real news. I'm just kidding. We're not.
Well, before we go, do you guys have any fears about the future technology? I mean, watching all these shows are great, but do you feel they're based on a fear, or after watching it becomes a fear?
I think it's based on the fact that we want to control everything as humans. Like, we don't want that uncertainty. It's like, oh, what happens after you die? Well, it doesn't matter because I control it now.
Right.
It's kind of like, for those that aren't religious, or for those that don't know what happens after life, or they don't think anything happens after life, it's kind of like, why wouldn't I do that?
Gotcha.
I think it's becoming its own religion, like technology becoming its own religion, where people are further away from everything that makes us human to believing in everything that drives our lives, which is technology. And technology is just driving all the mores, all of the belief systems. Everything's becoming dependent on technology, as you see in Upload and other shows like Black Mirror and a lot of shows on Netflix.
Guys, hold on.
So, Melody just said on Facebook she used to love a manga where a girl bought a robot boyfriend.
Oh, what is it called?
Yeah, what is that? What is that called? Hold on. Let me ask.
We gonna figure it out. You gonna type it for us?
Yeah.
But my school, like, talking about all this stuff, we like, before we did like finger scanners and like with your ID, so you can enter places that show that you're a university student. Okay. And then they started doing eye scanners to like get into the cafeteria, and I'm just like, eye scanners? Y'all ain't getting my iPad. No.
Wow. Wow. That is
There
great.
was an anime called Psychopaths, which is
I
the
love
extreme.
it.
Yeah, and the powers that be, just like in society, we have the top of the top, the elite, the one percenters. They uploaded their consciousness and basically controlled everyone else to the point where they were able to scan people who might be offenders, who might be a detriment to society. It was just all the way to the right of how far we could take this. But there's a lot of shows in anime like that.
Wow.
So it gets you wondering, are we even on that point? Can we get to that point? I think the technology speaks for itself. It's not there. But the way we keep relying on technology, we possibly could get there one day, which changes our mores and values that stop us from cloning people to being able to clone ourselves in a robot.
I think they're saying it's called absolute boyfriend.
Haven't heard of that one.
Oh. But now we got to check it out. Thank you. Thank you, Melody. Appreciate you. All right, give everybody your social media.
I am GT3 on Instagram, Twitter. My name is Corey Davis, and the handle is I am GT3.
Hey guys, I'm Sarah Leone Cosplay on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm just Sarah Leone. Follow your girl.
Michael7Michael on IG. And of course, you're watching GEEKCASTER. Hopefully, you're watching us live on Facebook, or you could be checking this out on Instagram later on, or you could be watching this on cable. Either way, watch us. You could check out a whole bunch of shows, some exclusive after conversations on GeekCaster.com, and there's a whole library right there. And of course, on YouTube on GeekCaster. So thank you very much. And any words of wisdom with this technology dealing with the afterlife? What do you guys got before we go?
Make sure you have basic skills before you're only reliant on technology. At least know how to, light a fire or something. Lighters are real. You can light a fire with a lighter. That's not like tech, no.
Right.
Believe in something other than yourself, because if this does come true and you try to make the perfect image of yourself, like we do see in a lot of these shows,
don't kill you.
Yeah, your consciousness would just never be satisfied. So believe in something other than.
I thought that the bug would try to kill me because they think they're the real me.
Hey, iRobot, it's it's closer than we think, I guess.
It's closer than we think, and I think we'll leave it right there. All right, folks, you're watching GeekCaster. Thank you very much for checking us out. We might come back live on this one, so we'll see what happens.
We will come back live.
We will? We're coming back. Hold on. Coming back in a few seconds.